Hello and welcome back to my channel. I have a new exciting tutorial for you. This is going to be quick. This is an environmental portrait with my friend here, Salina. She loves to play with her violin. So we brought it and we shoot this here in Chico, California at the Upper Bidwell Park at Bear Hall to be exact. We thought it's the perfect place for this. So with environmental portrait, you will include the background. If the background is good, include it. It's like a landscape, but a portrait at the same time. All right. So since it's an environmental portrait, we want the background to be um, clear, not blurred like I used to do on my portraits. Right. That's why I'm at aperture 5.6 and with wide angle lens 5.6 depth of field is wide enough. So, and if you notice, I have my light and my light modifier very really close to the subject. They're on the way. They're photobombing my pictures, but we'll get rid of it because I also shot on a separate image without them, and I will um, mask it out in Photoshop. All right. The reason I put my light really close to the subject is that the closer and the bigger your light source to your subject, the softer the light is and the shadow. So I like because I love to shoot natural light. If you notice natural light shots, they're really soft, and that's what I want on the image. So I made it really close. So the problem is it will, you know, photobomb my image. So I use a tripod to make sure they are on exact the same angle, and then I focus on her, and then I switch my lens into a manual mode so that when I shoot the background, it will not hunt for focus and it will not move. All right, and yeah, and then what I do to when I do something like this, when I do my off-camera lighting, what I do is I turn off my light first and I do a couple of test shots first on my background. I will expose it the way I want. Usually on my images, I always try my best to make the subject the brightest in the frame. That's why on some of my shots you will notice my background are dark, a bit darker or way darker. But since this is an environmental portrait, we cannot make the background really dark, otherwise you cannot see them. You cannot see the beauty of the background. Like I said, it's like a landscape. All right. So I exposed for that, and when I felt that it's okay already, according to my taste, it's not a rule. It's what I like. Okay, it's up to you. So when I dialed in my settings and I got the background the way I want, then I will turn on the strobe. And since this is a very powerful strobe, it's a 600 watts strobe, I usually dial it to the lowest settings, and then I will do a test shot, and then I will work my way up in case it needs more light. All right, that's how I do it. Anyway, What I do here, if you notice also, um, all my sliders are in zero, meaning my shot is, I don't want to say perfect. It's really close in camera. Okay, if you can do it right in camera, it's the best, right? Less work in post, right? Even my background is all zero, all right? So what I might do here is just enable the lens profile correction and then remove chromatic aberrations on both. And if you want to compare them, click both of them, press C on your keyboard, you will see. Maybe the background is a bit darker, maybe point 1 or point 2 darker, but it's okay, I like it. Right? So press C again, very good. Maybe on the background, this yellow here is competing with her dress. The grass, the dried grass here. So I might do something a little bit there. I'll go to my hue saturation and luminance, HSL, and I click this target button here, and I go there and click and drag. Make it a little bit darker. That. Don't make it too dark because it will look muddy and natural like that. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, and then maybe in the hue, I will make it a little bit green, maybe, so it won't compete with her dress. Okay, that's it. That's in the background. Because if you don't do it here on the image with her, because if you change the luminance there or the hue, click and drag there, it it will, the dress will be affected too, like that. See, not good. And if you use the hue, click and drag here, see, her dress will be affected. So I did it only on the background. Okay, and since it's okay now, I will click both, right click, edit in, open as layer in Photoshop. Okay, both are here now. Not quite. There. Okay, this is layer 1, the background, and then 2. Alright. I know I was using tripod, but still I'm gonna select both layers. Go to edit and auto align layers. See, Photoshop still saw something. Um, Still detected a slight movement. Maybe because I forgot to turn off my image stabilization. When you use tripod, turn off the image stabilization because you don't need it. It will only mess up your shot. So I will crop it a little bit using the original ratio to get rid of that little space created by the alignment. Okay. Alright. Then I will add a layer mask and Control or Command I to invert the mask Make sure you are in the mask, not in the image. Control or Command I. Or when you press the masking icon, the add layer mask icon, hold the Alt key or the Option key, it will invert automatically. Okay? So our mask now is black. Black means it conceals an image, and to reveal an image, you have to brush white color here. Okay? Or just press X to switch between the background and the foreground. Okay? And then with 100 opacity and 100 flow, I'm guessing she's somewhere here. Boom. She's out. That's it. I don't think we need skin retouching her. First of all, she's close to perfect. She's close to flawless. At the same time, the the viewing distance of this type of image is she's far. Even in real life, if you look at somebody from this far, you won't see the tiny pimples, right? So you don't need to. I usually just do that when it's a close-up shot, and also when it's a close-up shot, you need to see the texture. You don't soften the skin too much because yeah, normally when it's close-up, you will see the skin texture, right? So I think we're done. I might do a little liquifying tools here. I might do a little liquifying. Come on. You see this? Her dress bulges on her tummy area. She doesn't have a tummy, but her dress, I think, there's an air inside and it bubbles. So what I do is I will do a merge visible stamp layer with a shift alt control in PC and shift option and command in Mac and press the E. Okay, I have a copy of the entire thing, right? So I'm gonna go liquify. I'm use the forward or push, what do you call this, forward warp tool, and make sure your pressure is low, otherwise it's hard to control. Like if your pressure here is 100, see how it's so quick in adjusting. So I just do it like 8 or something, and then reduce the size of the brush, and then see, if you look at an image, look at something that's not flattering and fix it. Alright? And her arm here looks big, and make it a little small. Remember, the closest to the camera, the biggest. That's why her arm here looks big. I don't know. Okay, that's it. I will close this and save. Takes a little time. So when your shots, when your color is perfect in camera, you don't need to do anything. Skin tone here is perfect. get it right the first time. Somebody said use Photoshop to enhance an image, not to repair an image. Okay, so this is our result. This is the one on the light. This is only then I will export to whatever size I want. For Facebook, I do long on the long edge. I use 2400 pixels and maybe 150 on the resolution. You don't need high resolution. But when I print, I don't reduce this at all. If I print, I use 300 on the print. Okay, then you can add your watermark if you want, whatever you want. Alright, thank you. Good night. I hope you like it. Bye bye.